It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Mixon with a first down carry. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 29. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. On first down, Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
56 to Mike.
Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers 14. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And now they will throw it with Burrow. This one hauled in by Sample. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves them with a 1st and goal. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So from the 2, now they move back to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Flushed out right. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Chargers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll buy some time right. He's airing it out for... That's caught inside the 20. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
A gain of 2.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. This is caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Hunter Henry.
Hunter Henry. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And down he'll go at the 25.
That's good.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Burrow on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he's out right at the 25. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Open man is Reed. He's got it. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Short pass caught by Henry. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
At the 40-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
Eckler, the ball carrier. Tackle made at his 48-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Play action. It's Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Justin Herbert. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown.
Complete to number 13.
Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
At the 29-yard line.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
49, guys.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Bud Dupree in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taking it about the 16. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. But these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
23 yards on the play. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. That throw into the arms of Allen. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now...
Here's Herbert now on second down. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And out of bounds right around the 20. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown.
13, Keenan Allen.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Out of bounds.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. throwing now. Burrow on first down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Not much there, only a yard.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 35. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. 19 56.
And Burrow going to throw again. Going deep downfield for Ross. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts,
First down,
as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert eluding the pressure right. And right side, Henry's got it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 25 yards that time. Again, Herbert. Allen has it, left side. And out of bounds right around the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Out of bounds at the 20-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 37. Badgley able to knock this one through, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Herbert now. They'll roll him out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st down, Los Angeles.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He'll buy some time right. He'll get this to Eckler. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Eckler. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10. at their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
That's the way. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Who that?
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Intercepted.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
After the turnover, here's Herbert rolling to his right. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Chargers 31, Bengals 7.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down.
12.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. To throw again, Herbert. Forced out to his left. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Herbert back to the air. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, the plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Brought down at the 2.
Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Williams will try again. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Badgley's kick is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, and having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
49.
Now it's Burrow. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Points the target, and he has it over the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Derwin James with a pick. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Sliding out of the pocket. Short pass caught by Henry. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Herbert. Open man, it's Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
57.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And his throw here's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Eckler. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Badgley on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
41, Bengals 7. Michael Badgley.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Burrow. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the mass of bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
49 the mic.
Now Burrow. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Check 55 the mic. Check 55 the mic. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
But it brings up 4th down.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Badgley able to punch this one through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take it next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
3rd and 4.
Now Joe Mixon. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first down, Mixon. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
He was brought down by
just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 19. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis.